Hey guys, Christian045 here again. Very excited to bring you another episode of Colosseum Road to Freedom. Like, super excited because today, if we look at our schedule, we're going to the Colosseum. It's day 6, so it's going to be a lot of fun to show you guys the Colosseum. And, yeah, so I don't want to waste too much time. Obviously, there's no other reason to. Let's go ahead and get going. One thing I want to mention real quick as we walk over there. I've thought about, instead of doing the trainings on screen, maybe doing them off screen. I think this video I'll still do it on screen, but in the following videos I might consider just doing it off screen so we're not killing a bunch of time with something that can be done off screen.
My gladiators, you will be working in the Colosseum. For you new gladiators, this will be your first taste of the Colosseum. Go out there and show the people all you've learned.
So this is the first and only time you're going to see this exact cutscene. Every time after this will be slightly different.
We're heading to the Roman Empire's greatest Colosseum. 50,000 spectators, all watching you fight for your lives. The whole Colosseum silent at the battle's conclusion. Then cheers roaring out for the victor. This honor is only to be bestowed upon those gladiators privileged enough to fight in Rome. Know that you'll be fighting in front of Caesar, the head of the Roman Empire. Don't make a fool of me. You won't live to regret it. Make sure all eyes stay on you. Stay alert at all times. If you can win the audience's favor, you'll live to see another day. The more notoriety you win, the more money we earn, and the closer you become to gaining your freedom. Don't forget. We'll be arriving soon.
Alright, so here we are at the Colosseum. You can't go this way. Unfortunately, there's a lot you can't go to. You can see just some people over here. Something I did not show you guys previously because it's not important. It's just kind of a funny feature. If you go over to a crowd and start kicking, yeah, they'll throw things at you.
You stink!
Yeah, and early on, they'll throw stones, but as you get higher up and become really well-known gladiator, they might throw tablets, they can throw money, so sometimes it's worth doing it, but early on, I mean, people just don't like us, so what do you expect, right? We're a low-rank slave that no one knows of, so only been fighting as a gladiator for like 5 days. In terms of how combat works in the Colosseum, the only difference is really the arena, because everything else as far as skills and all that are going to be pretty much exactly the same, so it's not going to be too different. Yeah, thankfully there's no hunting. I cannot stand hunting. So I mentioned earlier about the mock battles. I'll show you at the end what it looks like, but we can't do it because it is high rank. You see the gold. I can't do the duel either because that's also gold. You'll notice at the Colosseum, duels are usually higher ranked than duels at the Attilius Arena, and that is because of the fact that they're named gladiators. So I'll show you that as well when we get to the end, but let's do basic team battles and all of that.
Magarius's gladiators stand.
I cut him off there on accident, but basically we'll do what we gotta do.
Which gladiator camp is the strongest? Let them fight, and we shall find out.
So you'll notice the animation here is slightly different, but every battle at the Colosseum will basically be this animation. Well, except for the duels and the mock battles, and we'll get to that when we get to that, but every other type of fight, it's going to be the same kind of animation that you're seeing here.
You will die
That wasn't even my intention. My teammate won the battle for us on accident.
Yeah!
Not bad though. I mean, for a fight that took... Well, I thought it said...
Cheer for the victor! Winner, make your exit.
I don't know what I'm thinking of. There's something I'm thinking of where it shows the time the battle took. And I don't remember what game that is, but I thought this game did. It took like maybe 10 seconds. Part of what you get in terms of the score from the audience is dependent on how long it takes. You kind of want to find that nice balance between too long, where it's like, come on, it's dragging on.
Gladiators, stand by.
And then the fight also like feels like a long enough length. I mean, think about it. This is entertainment, right?
Gladiators!
So it's no different than if you go to see like an NBA game and one team just blows the other team out in the first period or first quarter. It's not as much fun as a close game to the very end, if that makes any sense. I have no idea how his helmet came off good. I was not even aiming for the helmet, but I will take it. You guys might also know our time to kill is a lot better than it used to be. Alright, that was a really good fight. Time limit, of course, but everything felt really smooth.
Gladiator, exit the gate.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when you do the jump animation, because why is the animation like that? But anyway, I hope you guys are starting to see the importance of skills, right? As we start to improve our character. I mean, shit, we're taking out enemies in seconds now.
Legarius' gladiators, it's yours.
That the very first video took like minutes. I mean, it's just crazy to think about. I mean, and you'll see that as we get even further along, even though the enemies are going to improve in difficulty, we are going to get so much stronger that it honestly won't even matter. And this is why my favorite build to do in this game is the very tank character. Because the tank character that I'm building, right, big shield, big, strong damaging weapon, and high strength, it's a deadly combination where it takes a few hits and the enemy is just gone. Now, the one thing that I
Cheer for
don't
the
remember
victor!
exactly how to do,
Winner, make your
and I
exit.
haven't been able to show it yet, because I just remembered it actually. There is a way to give commands to your teammates, which can be useful because as you can see there in that battle, my teammate actually hit me. And if you want to avoid that, you can tell your teammates, spread out or come close to me. It can be useful, especially when you start doing stuff like certain mock battles or certain team battles.
Magarius's gladiators stand.
Especially when you have to defend your general and your general's on top of you as you're trying to take the enemy out. Just tell your general to get away.
Brave is the name for a man who can fight off tens or hundreds of men. Will the next gladiator live up to this name? Let's see if he's a man of courage.
So, yeah, that's the text I accidentally interrupted the one time. So I wanted to make sure you guys had the chance to hear it because I felt kind of bad afterwards.
Take care of you. Attack! Let's get it. Take care of you. Want to die? You know what you're doing. Hey, you! Take care of you.
Alright, that was a good fight.
Gladiator,
Where's that tab? I
exit
saw it a
the
second.
gates.
Oh man, did they really take it already? I literally just saw it. Dang man, that guy's fast. He took the tablet before I even had a chance to pick it up. Well, that's a shame. But now that I think about it, I think hilt thrust is only for small shields. I could be wrong, but I don't think I could have used it anyway. So the other thing, so we can't do either of these, but notice who the opponent is here, right? High reward, but the opponent is Flamma. Flamma is the first of, I believe there are 8 named gladiators that we'll face, and I don't know that we're going to get through all 8 in this playthrough. We're going to shoot for it because, well, why not? But they can be tough, man, especially as you get towards the end. So hopefully you guys will see that as we do. Flamma's one of the hardest, in my opinion, even though he's the first. We can't do it. And the last battle is Elysia, as we talked about last time. We can't do that either. So unfortunately for this episode, or this bout, we're going to have to go ahead and head back to Majarius' camp. So I think, I don't know if it's better or worse to do a longer video versus a shorter video. And the only reason I say that is because when I do shorter videos, it takes me longer to actually make more content. Only because when I upload the shorter videos, it takes away from my time I can be doing more gameplay.
Do you want to enter the next bout?
So if I do a longer video every now and then, it's mostly because it will allow me to put more videos out. So, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we should rank up. Yeah, so we have now 18 Palma, and we are now a rank higher. We will see that as soon as we get to the next cutscene. We are now only 913,000 denarii in debt as opposed to the million that we were before. So we've made really good progress for only 6 days. You can see now that it is totally feasible to pay it off, especially as our rewards get higher for every bout, because we're now going to be higher rank. So even simple team battles are going to be worth more.
All right, we're finished for today.
One thing I did not mention that you will see pretty quick here, as we rank up, our gladiators' clothing will change to represent the rank. The only time that will not happen is when we go from being high rank to highest rank. And that's just because it's the only difference between those two ranks is being a slave versus a free man. And so the clothing doesn't matter. So here's medium rank clothing. You can see that we have now been moved to a journeyman's room. And we can actually now, being in a journeyman's room, look through our equipment before we leave the room. So this allows us to actually see what we've got without even having to be out in the actual, arena. You can see what I was talking about with the skills. We now have the ability to equip an extra 4 passive skills that we normally could not. So I'm sure you're starting to see that, well, it might actually be beneficial for us to get more if we could find them. And it's hard. I mean, you guys have seen that. So now let's go ahead and, oh, I forgot there's a cutscene here. So
Jace is expecting to see you. Follow me.
yeah, I won't interrupt this because this is important to the story. So I'll catch up with you guys in a second.
Is this him?
Yes, my lady. This is Marcia. She is well loved by Commodus. After singular bout, she has an offer for you.
An acquaintance of mine is holding a bout. I'm looking for a strong gladiator. Right, Latus?
Thank you. So, do you accept?
I'd be honored.
All right. You will enter the next bout at the Attilius Arena. Be ready. You may go now.
So that's an important cutscene, like I said, for the story, and you'll see why soon. As I go through the training real quick, I'll go ahead and fill you guys in on some of the important details that...
It's you.
Wait, hold on.
You lack determination.
Not what I wanted to do. There we go. I think it's sit-ups and bridge day.
It's you.
You also notice Decimus now likes us a little more than he used to. Alright, so let me go ahead and pick it.
Take your places and follow my lead.
So, yeah, I'll fill you guys in on the character stuff at the very end of this video. That way we're not wasting a lot of time.
All right. Good.
And so I can focus and not screw up
Good.
simple
All
rhythm
right.
gaming for,
All right.
you know, 5 minutes.
That's right. Good. All right. All right.
And I should be embarrassed that I'm doing so bad at some of that
That's
video.
it. Great.
Because I literally, like, played Guitar Hero for fun, man, so...
It's you. Take your places and follow my lead. That's right. All right. Good. All right. All right. All right. That's right. That's right. Good. That's right. That's it. Great.
Alright, so we should have a pretty good amount of skill points to assign. So let's go ahead and do that.
Doing well. Eat and build your strength.
That is exactly what I will do, because strength is really important. Agility is good. Let's get some more stamina.
Get some rest after your meal.
Alright. So now that the game's going to be quiet for a second because we have the save menu, I'll kind of fill you in. So I'm sure you guys might now see why I filled you in so much at the first episode. The game throws you into a story, but doesn't really do a good job of explaining it, in my opinion. Right? It says she's leveled up by Commodus. Unless you've studied Roman history or have any sort of grasp on Rome as an empire, you probably don't know much about that. So Commodus, of course, is one of the later emperors. I think I've mentioned that before. But he also was one of the ones that really loved gladiators. Marcia, according in actual Roman history, was one of his lovers, if you will. She had a very intimate and close relationship with Emperor Commodus. I'm debating on whether I want to do it in this video or not. No, you know what? I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to immediately do the next video, because this video we did the Colosseum, right? That's a big historical moment in our campaign. But in the next video, we have a very major story event that's going to take place, right? Remember when Marcia talked to us and mentioned she needs a good gladiator for the next bout? That's going to be us in the next time we go to Attilius Arena. So, because of that, I want to go ahead and make that its own separate video, because a lot more story events are going to start unfolding. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The Colosseum, I think, is one of the more fun arenas to play. I also think that as far as story events goes, the first time in the Colosseum is a really major event. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I think that as the story progresses, you guys will start to be more engaged and have a lot more fun watching it. And I know it's you know, a long time to wait, but I truly believe you're going to feel rewarded when you see how the story unfolds. So I will catch you guys in the next one.